Well, we're having a great time today. We're having a lot of fun. We're playing host to 75 children from a South Wigston school, and it's very nice to welcome young children really to the record office, because we don't often get small children in, and we're very Jesuitical here about that. You know, we'd like to get them young and convince them that how important archives are and how relevant archives are to them. You know, it's not fuddy-duddy old stuff for you know, elderly people tracing their family tree and things like that. It's relevant to everybody. So, you know, it's a delight to take them out to our reconstructed trench and to show them, give them a sort of an insight how trench warfare worked, the problems of messages going, you know, astray and all that sort of thing, and play at firing a mortar, so we were pinpointing targets on a map and sending runners here, there and everywhere, and stretcher bearers when they got wounded. You know, so we're having a lot of fun, but we're learning at the same time.
Hello, are you there? We're looking at World War I and what the soldiers were doing. We're doing a history of World War I, and Centuries of Stories asked us if we wanted to come to the records office to engage the children and to look at anything that we wouldn't necessarily be able to do in school. And they're also having a tour around the records office. So they're looking at how pieces of paper are conserved and how we look after records that are hundreds of years old, which is brilliant because they would never have that opportunity at school. The children are really enjoying it. They really like the World War I topic, and we've done some poems and they're finding it really interesting.
We've come from school to the records office today, and we're learning about the World War I. I'm filling in my soldier small book to give all my information about the World War, and I'm pretending I'm a soldier in the war.
Yes, what the children were doing when they were having their rum ration was just having a tiny shot of dark rum. To replicate that, we gave the children blackcurrant juice. And this was, of course, to steady the soldiers' nerves. So we wanted to give them an idea of what they would have been doing before the battle. So obviously you would be very keyed up, you'd be very nervous, you'd be worried about what was going to happen. And the rum ration calmed them down. Each of the children was given a sticker with the name of a real soldier who took part in that attack, and they each had a coloured dot on the sticker that would say whether they died or were wounded or whether they survived. So as they walked forward into the attack, when the machine gun fire done with our football rattle started, they would know whether to fall to the ground because they'd died or were wounded, and the survivors remained standing. After the attack had happened and everybody could see how many people had died, although it's purely symbolic, we wanted them to think about the names they were wearing of the men who had actually died, and to just have a moment's reflection that, as well as hopefully giving them an interesting time and a fun day, that it's got a very serious side that hopefully they'll think about not just today but as they grow up and when they're adults as well.